In a quiet village where dusty winds whispered through cracked walls and empty bowls, lived a boy named Tunde. He had little, bare feet, torn clothes, and hunger as a daily companion. But he carried something no one could take from him, a dream. While others mocked him, calling his visions foolish, Tunde's eyes always looked beyond the horizon, searching for a tomorrow that seemed impossible. Nights found him bent over borrowed books, reading by the flicker of a dying lamp, whispering to himself, "One day, I will make it." Life struck him with failures, hunger, and countless rejections, but each trial only sharpened his resolve. This is not just the story of poverty and struggle, it is the story of a boy who refused to give up, who turned every no into fuel, and rose from the dust of his village to the heights of success. This is the story of a boy who rewrote his own destiny.
In the small, dusty village of Okuda, a boy named Tunde was born into poverty. His father tilled the hard soil as a subsistence farmer, and his mother sold firewood by the roadside to keep the family alive. Life was hard, meals were uncertain, and the future seemed like a distant mirage. Yet even in the harshest moments, Tunde held a spark in his eyes, a spark fueled by dreams bigger than the walls of his mud hut. Tunde loved books. He would walk miles to borrow old, tattered storybooks from the village teacher, reading them by the dim glow of a kerosene lamp. Each story carried him beyond the boundaries of his reality. When his friends laughed at him for dreaming of building companies, traveling the world, and lifting his family out of poverty, Tunde would smile and say, "You'll see, one day. My dreams will carry me." But the road was far from easy. His father fell ill when Tunde was only 12, forcing him to work on the farm after school. Many nights he returned home exhausted, his body aching. But instead of giving in to sleep, he pushed himself to read and study. Failure greeted him more times than he could count. He failed his first scholarship exam. He failed the second one, too. Yet each time he whispered to himself, "I am not done. One day, I will make it." By the time he turned 16, his determination caught the eye of an elder in the community, who helped him apply for a government scholarship. This time, Tunde passed. He left his village, clutching a small bag of clothes and a heart full of hope. In the city, the challenges only multiplied. He faced ridicule for his accent and clothes. He often went hungry, skipping meals to save money. There were days he wanted to give up, when loneliness pressed on his chest like a weight. But the fire in him would not die. He worked odd jobs, tutoring younger students and selling water in traffic just to survive. Each coin he earned reminded him of his promise to himself and his family. Tunde's persistence paid off. He graduated as one of the top students in his class, earning another scholarship to study engineering at a prestigious university. It was there that his passion for building and creating took root. He would spend hours sketching designs of machines and small gadgets, driven by the belief that innovation could solve problems in his country. After university, no one was willing to take a chance on a poor village boy with big ideas. His applications were rejected again and again. But instead of waiting for opportunities, Tunde created one. With the little money he saved, he started a small workshop in a friend's garage, repairing broken machines and experimenting with his inventions. The early years were brutal. failed prototypes, mounting debts, and sleepless nights. Yet, he refused to quit. Then came the breakthrough. One of his designs, a low-cost irrigation pump for farmers, caught the attention of an investor. The pump was affordable and efficient, changing the lives of small farmers who had long struggled with water scarcity. Demand grew rapidly, and so did Tunde's business. From one garage workshop, it expanded into a factory. From a factory, it became a company known across the country. Years passed, and the boy from Okuta transformed into a man of influence and success. He built schools in his village, ensuring children had access to the education he had once fought so hard for. He created jobs for thousands and gave back to the community that had nurtured him. One day, as he stood before a crowd of young students sharing his story, he smiled and said, "I was once like you, a poor boy with nothing but dreams. People laughed at me, life tested me, and I failed more times than I can count. But I never gave up. Dreams only die when you let them. If you hold on, fight, and keep moving, they will carry you further than you ever imagined." The audience erupted in applause, not just for the man he had become, but for the boy who had once refused to let go of his dreams. And in that moment, Tunde knew success was not in the wealth he had gained, but in the lives he inspired to never give up. Dreams live if you never give up.